When people rebel, 1857 and after. What are the main points related to this lesson? Content. Introduction. Loss of power for the Nawabs. Failed negotiations of ruling families. Annexation of Oudh. Plans to end the Mughal dynasty. The peasants and the Sipais. Belief against sea voyage and its impact. Responses to reforms. Spread of rebellion. Rise of new leaders. The company fights back. Then comes the counter attack. These are the main topics related to this lesson. First given as introduction. When East India Company established power in India, it affected the life of the Indian kings, queens, landlords, peasants, tribals and soldiers in many ways. Many of them revolted against the policies enforced by the British. Many of them revolted against the policies introduced by the British. The Nawabs, who ruled the land till then, slowly lost all their power. The Nawabs and the Rajas lost all their authority and honor. British residents were stationed in all the courts to monitor the proceedings, thus undermining the authority of the Nawabs. The first point that is given, the Nawabs lost their power. Many ruling families tried to negotiate with the company in order to protect their interest. Rani Lakshmi Bai wanted the company to recognize her adopted son as their heir to the kingdom after the death of her husband. Nana Sahib was the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao. When Peshwa Bajirao died, Nana Sahib pleaded with the British company to give him his father's pension. The British refused. They are not ready to do so as they had military power to defeat him in case he revolted. And another one such incident, in 1901, a subsidiary alliance was imposed on Oudh. Bahadur Shah Zafar II lost to the Mughal empires. In 1849, Governor General Dalhousie announced that after the death of Bahadur Shah, the family of the king would be shifted out of the Red Fort and given another place to live in Delhi. The Red Fort, that is the residence of the Mughal emperors, Mughal rulers. The East India Company, they shifted out of the Red Fort and they given another place to live in Delhi. And in 1857, after the death of Bahadur Shah Zafar, Governor General Canning decided that his descendants would not be recognized as kings and they will be called only princes. This slowly but decisively the power of all the Nawabs were taken by the British. These are the some policies: subsidiary alliance system, doctrine of lapse through some policies. They slowly or decisively the power of all the Nawabs were taken by the British. Loss of the power for the Nawabs. The power of Nawabs and Rajas had been eroded. They lost their power. The authority and the honor which they earlier commanded were gradually waning away. The British had appointed residents. The freedom of Indian rulers was reduced. And their armed forces and their military forces, they were disbanded. The company took away their revenues and territories in stages. And they were failed the negotiations of ruling families. Many ruling families tried to negotiate with the East India Company to protect their interest, but they failed. Here we can see annexation of Oudh, a subsidiary alliance that was imposed on Oudh in the year 1801, and it was fully taken over in 1856. And they give the reason, simple reason, misrule by the Nawab was given as the reason for annexation of Oudh. Then the another plan to end the Mughal dynasty. It removed the name of the Mughal king from the coins. and the family of the king would be shifted out of the Red Fort. And they announced that they would be given another place in Delhi as a residence. Then comes the important content of the lesson, that was the peasants and the Shipais. The peasants, they were not happy with the high tax and the rigid method of revenue collection. The poor peasants, they had to pay a lot of money to the British authority, and the peasants at last, they were not ready to pay all these taxes. Many peasants had lost the land. The Indian Shipais, they were not happy with their salary. Indian Shipais means those who working in the company officials are soldiers. The Indian soldiers, they were not happy with their salary. Some of the new rules violated their religious sensibilities and beliefs. In next class we will discuss about that, the peasants and the Shipais.